Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday night. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the Stamping Zoo, coming to you live from beautiful Boise, Idaho. Whether you are watching this live or on replay on Facebook or YouTube, I welcome you to the Stamping Zoo channel. Thank you so much for your support. This is all about paper crafting. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and one of the things that means is that I sell all of the products I'll be using, with exception. And tonight we're going to use a few retired products, but don't worry, because if you are in the market for beautiful paper crafting supplies, we have thousands. And they're all high quality, they're beautiful, and they are color coordinated, which assures that you are going to be able to start crafting right away. So no more going to big box stores that shall remain unnamed, taking your coupon in just to find that it doesn't work. It's not good for what you really want. Finding things out of stock, driving the traffic, no more of that. All you have to do is contact your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. That would be me in the United States. Ask for a catalog, which is free, and commence shopping. Lots of beautiful things for you. So if you have never tried paper crafting before, just sit back and relax. Let's make a card together. And then if you are curious and would like to look at catalogs or chat with me further, you can contact me here on Facebook through private message. You can contact me at my email, thestampingzoo@outlook.com. And let's just have a chat. Let me tell you all about paper crafting, because I have been paper crafting for about 30 years now. And that's not to say I know everything. I'm still doing it because I learn new things every time I work with the paper. So I primarily am a card maker, but I definitely enjoy making fun fold cards, 3D projects, decor items, and we have all of the supplies for that. So please just sit back and relax. Yes, the coupons never work. Exactly, Marcia. And then try standing in line. We don't even want to talk about it, do we? I'm going to venture to say you would much rather just chat with me on the phone. We place your order online, or you place it yourself, and then I teach you how to use the products that you purchase. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a great December so far. We all know what's looming there in a couple of weeks. The Christmas and New Year's holidays, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and I guess Christmas is on a Saturday now, at least for us Northern Hemisphere people. Leslie, hello. Christmas is on a Sunday for you, isn't it? But anyway, it's nice to have it on the weekend. I do work a day job besides Stampin' Up! Oh, it's so sad. But, so sad, but it's my livelihood. But my jobby is Stampin' Up! So it's not quite my job, but it's more than a hobby. So it's my jobby. And anyway, so I'm going to take some time off at the end of the month and just enjoy my jobby. And just a little bit about my schedule in the next few weeks. So I normally go live with you every Thursday night at 7 Mountain Time. I will stick to that. Yeah, I think I can stick to that, right? Because it's Christmas Eve. I think I can get some of you in here on the 23rd. And anyway, so we're going to have a great time. I do not have any classes this month, but don't worry, I will have classes online and hopefully even in person in January 2022. Doesn't that sound odd? 2022. Look, I have low expectations for 2022 because I was like the rest of you, and I thought 2021 was going to be the best year that I'd ever had. And 2021 was really just 2020 version 2, wasn't it? Ugh. So anyway, we're going to take the best from it, move on to 2022, have a great time. Kathy Sanford says she'll be here on the 23rd. All right, well, all I need is one person. Kathy, you're it. So anyway, we're just going to have a good time throughout this month. I'm going to keep crafting with you probably more than once a week because I'm very busy at the day job right now, but that will be slowing up next week. And then I'll have more time to visit with my friends, which I can't wait for. So the one way you will know when I go live, whether it's scheduled for the Thursday night or not, is if you have not already, please like this business page, The Stamping Zoo. When you do that, you just get a notification that I am live. So if you are out and about on Facebook looking for me, you will know when I go live, even when I just do a little pop-up live. And I have been known to do unscheduled lives. If you are following me on YouTube, if you are enjoying this, if you would please be so kind as to subscribe and hit the bell for all the notifications, then you can always know when I have posted something new over to YouTube. I am definitely trying to grow my YouTube channel to thousands of followers, right? But let's start with 1,000, because once I get to 1,000, I will definitely dedicate one extra night to going live on YouTube, as well as the Facebook work I do. So if you would like more Stamping Zoo and more paper crafting ideas, if you've not already, please be so kind and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. The same name, The Stamping Zoo. All right, so what is my, oh, Norma Jean says, what is my day job? Lots of you know what my day job I think is, but what's your guess, Norma Jean? What's your guess? What do you think I look like I might do in the day job? Be kind now. So I'm going to give you a second to guess about that, but I would like to know, does everyone feel ready for Christmas? Now for paper crafters, that means, do you have all of your cards made? I don't think I'll ever have enough cards. I actually made a list of addresses of lots of you, and continued on. I have a new Christmas list every year, like a lot of you. And my wish is to send out about I don't believe I'm saying this, send out about 120 cards in the next few days. I've got to get the overseas cards out. Like, they're going to be a little late anyway, but I'm hoping to, you know, you at least get them in December. So that is my goal. I made 50 of about this of the same design, the same layout. I made 50 maybe a weekend ago, last weekend. It seems like 2 weeks ago, but I think it was only a weekend. Anyway, I made 50. Of course, I've been making cards with all of you all along the way, but I think I'm going to be a little short. And so I actually want to do a little bit of coloring, because that's one thing I really enjoy that I don't just sit and do. So that's my plan. So if you are on the list for somebody who's going to get one of the colored cards, I hope it finds you well in January. But I'm going to send them out, okay? And thank goodness I have a day job because of all of the postage. Yeah, we'll see. Because I like lots of pretty things on my cards, so they're going to require special postage, but that's okay. All right, Norma, in answer to your question, I don't know if you guessed or not, but I'm a tax accountant. So I need a little creative outlet for me, right? I need something that doesn't have anything to do with taxes. So, yes, Kathy, you do need to sit and color. And there's KZ. Hi, Holly. You sent 55 so far. Good job. I got all of my addresses. Like I said, that was something that I was dragging my feet on. And then finally I put it together and it was no big deal. So now a bunch of them can go out in the mail. But then somehow I'm going to make some more. So anyway, I hope everybody just has great plans. And, oh, is that what you guessed? Yes, I think I look like an accountant. I look like an office lady for sure. So, hello, Carla. Ross says, be careful, ladies. 2 friends had their cards returned for more postage. Bummer. One way you can test that, if you have time, is to send a card to yourself. Of course, I have not done that because that would involve me actually being more organized than I am. I'm just going to put extra postage on mine. It's about 15 cents in the US, I think, maybe 17 cents. Anyway, yes, send a card to yourself. And first of all, if it comes, you know, with regular postage, if it doesn't arrive, you know that you need more postage. Hello, Carla, my teammate Carla. If it arrives and all of your rhinestones are all mashed up, it needs extra postage. And if it arrives and it says amount due, it needs extra postage. Okay, so maybe give that a try. Oh gosh, Kathleen says she finally got her 87 cards addressed and mailed out. Remember, KZ told us a couple of weeks ago at least that she had made all these cards, and so she was definitely ahead of me. So, oh, nice. Roz goes and has a pack and ship guy. I'm sure he loves that. See, I use a service from the house called stamps.com. So just because of the amount of postage I do, so I can print out my own stamps, I can weigh my own things. So it's very helpful, but of course I don't recommend that unless you're running a business. So anyway, I guess I just wanted to say hello to you. I don't think I've come face to face for a while. I've just been hands, right? Which I did get some new nails. Oh, you're going to love them. They're so pretty. She did a beautiful job. And they are a little sparkly, and we're going to work with some sparkle tonight. So this is going to be a riff on a card that I saw Christina Werner make. So Christina Werner is over on YouTube. Don't go over there right now. You can wait. She has about 500,000 followers. So she has more, I noticed this morning, she has more followers than Jennifer McGuire. But I think Jennifer McGuire has lots more videos. And Jennifer McGuire she's her own brand, right? But so is Christina Werner. I'm giving props to Christina Werner. She's very inspiring to me. If you've not watched her, I recommend that you watch her later after this video. But yeah, she does some great things, and she always does a holiday series every year. And so the one that I watched this morning with my coffee was really cool, and just inspired me. So when I was pulling supplies, I thought, I'm going to see what I can do. Yeah. Holly says, yes, she is. She is really cool, isn't she? Hey, thank you for sharing, Kathleen. Kathleen brings up another thing that I mention to you every time. And the reason I mention this every time is because it helps my small business so much. And that is, if you would please share this video. I think it should be down in the lower right-hand side of your screen, or depending on what mobile device you're watching on, just look around for it. It says share. And please share me with your friends. That is how we get new customers. That is how we find new people to come into our crafting tribe, right? And it also lets me know that you are not embarrassed to introduce me to your friends. It makes me feel kind of good, I gotta say. Makes me feel like, okay, maybe I'm not too embarrassing right now. Okay, I'm gonna point you down. This always takes a few little seconds of manipulation of the camera, but let's see here. So I need the tools. I just need to turn you upside down, not left to right, because I didn't move that yet, right? Okay, now I'm doing some behind the scenes stuff with the Magic Archon camera stand. And here you go. All right. So this is going to be lots of fun. We're working with lots of sparkle tonight. Let's see. Woo. Oh gosh. Now here come the dogs. You can hear them already, can't you? As you know, unless this is your first time here, my roommates' names are Tango and Cash, and they are quite something. They always have an SNACK at 8 o'clock. And they're constantly trying to push it to 6:30 or 7 if they can. So it's 7:17. And usually what happens is Cash starts out wanting it. And then if I ignore him, he goes and gets Tango. And then it commences, right? And usually I end up losing the fight. You regulars can tell, you newbies, I end up losing the fight. And that's okay. All right, let's fix this lighting just a tiny bit. All right, let's take a look at the nails. We always like to do this, right? Oh my gosh. Didn't she do a fun job? I love it. This is like our bedazzling paper, right? It's champagne. And then just moving on into I told her I wanted like a cherry chutney. And I don't remember the name of this, but I think she nailed it. Yes, so fun. All right, hello everybody. Oh, it's 8. You think they're going on Central Time? Yeah, I don't think the dogs know Central Time. Nice try though. Way to be a pal, Kathy, to the dogs. Jill, you mailed 59. That is so cool. Yeah, I'm hoping that, I'm hoping I can get several out and about. I told you my goal is like 120, so we shall see. All right, this front camera never looks as good as the back camera, but I think we're going to be okay. You guys let me know if it looks too fuzzy or anything. So I told you that. I pulled some retired things. I wasn't really paying attention to a bundle or anything else. Oh, Holly, I would have loved to have been a teacher. I'm going to be a paper crafting teacher. But yes, I wanted to be a teacher for a long, long time. And then, I don't know, through a series of events, I became a tax accountant. Okay, so this is some retired paper. It's balmy blue, and I'm sure it is like shimmering like crazy in there. It's beautiful. And so I didn't get rid of it. I knew there was going to be one night when I just wanted to play with that. Also silver, which I think these are both not available right now. But hello, Debbie. And yeah, so anyway, they'll be available again, or some incantation of them. I'm going to make a 5x7 card tonight on Balmy Blue. The super cool thing about that is, of course, like I said in the beginning, Stamparatus products. They make a lot of different types of products that coordinate with each other. So Stampin' Up! Has a collection of 50 colors. 10 of those colors are somewhat transient. They are on-trend colors that are only with us for 2 years. But out of all of those colors, they use the same colors to make the paper, the cardstock, the embellishments, the ribbon, whatever. So it's very easy to just pick and choose your products. So even though this is retired products, we still have Balmy Blue. So it coordinates right from the beginning. I don't even have to worry about finding a blue that's not too gray, but not too silver. You know the routine. Okay, so like I said, a 5x7 card. I am going to cut it 10x7 because I can't cut it 5x14, right? So 10 on this side, and then cut it at 7 over here. And we're probably just going to make this one card tonight because it's going to have a couple different, we're just going to play with different techniques and whatnot. Okay, so we're not going to worry about the quantity because like I told you, I need 50 more Christmas cards. So what's the rush? Yeah, okay, Lisa. Anyway, we're going to work on that. Let's see here. What am I doing? Is this 10? Yes, 10. Okay, so I need to, when I am talking, I forget what my measurements are. I really do. Okay, so 5x7. Thank you for sharing, Margaret. I love that. Coming in from Rhode Island. Is Rhode Island snowy? I imagine Rhode Island to be kind of like getting, well, not lake effect snow, but like snow that comes off of the ocean and stuff. So, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, but it could be totally different from that. Yes. Okay, it's pretty already, isn't it? Now we're going to make a piece that's a first card layer for the front that we are going to layer all of our sparkly paper on. Okay, so I'm going to do 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 because we have a 5x7 card. So I'm just going to cut it down by 1/4 inch. Okay, so 6 3/4 by 4 3/4, and this is going to be the front panel. Everybody, let me know what are you doing tonight? Are you sitting by a fire? Are you making your own cards? Are you working on gift packaging? You know, we made a gift box. I think it was last Friday that we made a gift box. I loved it so much that I'm going to be making a ton of gift boxes. They're so fun. So fun. And I mean, if I do say so myself, they turned out gorgeous. So I hope you guys had fun with those. Just takes two 12 by 12 sheets of paper, and I think we all have two 12 by 12 sheets of paper. And guess what? If you don't, I can help you out. I think I know how to get some paper into your hands, and we do have beautiful DSP. We even have some things on the last chance retiring list right now. Lots has been sold, but that's okay because we have a lot more. So, hey, you dudes, what are you doing? It's not time. Don't get all excited. I turned around. Of course, they're right behind me. So I don't forget they're here. Remember what happened last time? I thought Cash was having a seizure. And he may have been. I don't know. I think he just freaked himself out. So, just like his mom. High anxiety. Bringing in some good paper. Oh my gosh. Shorts and a t-shirt and aircon. Leslie, you guys freak me out. I never quite get used to that. I was watching Donna Gray the other night, and I could tell she was like, that it was hot. She had a t-shirt on, her hair was back, and I thought, this is just so odd. I love it, but it's odd. And, oh nice, Kathy. You're chilling out, having a glass of wine. I love that. I love that you're just kind of making a little event out of it, right? You're probably as excited about it as I am. Well, maybe not, but Susan Tabachnik is addressing cards. Susan, thank you so much. And since you mentioned that, thank you for asking me for my address. And by the way, are you still living in Florida, or are you still living in New York, or have you moved already? Please let me know, because otherwise your card's coming to New York. Well, that was a pathetic accent. Okay, so I am going to take these and I am going to cut 1/2 inch strips. I kind of already have the help from Christina, right? So I know about what size. I would tend to think the stripes should be bigger, but again, I really liked her card. If you have our paper trimmer, which is what I'm using right now, $25 US, it measures up to 1.5 inches on the left-hand side, as well as, 17 inches on the right-hand side with the arm. So it's a fabulous paper trimmer. And then when you consider what a great buy it is, I think you should probably have two. We sell replacement blades, and these are cutting blades and scoring blade. Okay, you will see, maybe you will see, there are 2 blades on this trimmer. Cutting blade and scoring blade. So you can use your score pal if you want to, but lots of times when I'm just scoring for regular cards or even easier fun folds, I don't even bother getting this, getting my scoreboard out. I just use the trimmer. Why? Because I'm lazy. I'll admit it. This is, now it's not the only trimmer I use, because I do have kind of a commercial trimmer, the Carl Cutter, if any of you have that. But that's different. That's for preparing for classes. And actually for the first, I think, 1.5 years that I did classes, I just used this paper trimmer. So if it can stand up to that, I think it's probably fine. As I'm cutting this, I realize that sometimes I turn this over, because when you keep looking at it, it's kind of hard to focus, especially on those accountant eyes. Those things are tired already. Do you know how long I've been staring at a spreadsheet? All day, my friends. Okay. So we're going to have lots of strips to work on. I'm sure we're going to have more than we need, but that's okay. Okay, you're still in New York. Gotcha. Not moving until January 15th. And it sounded like you might even transfer your job. That's great. Take some of the stress off, and just going to be another friend of mine in Florida. That's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, I also wanted to show you something that I haven't worn in a long time. Don't ask me why. I guess because of COVID, I didn't bother putting jewelry on anymore. But I love my charm bracelet. And so how many how many other people have a charm bracelet? I think I will post a picture of it. This is my Christmas charm bracelet. Okay, so my birthday is in December, and I'm not begging for gifts, but I'll send you my address if you request it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not begging for gifts, but the story is I have 2 of these bracelets because my birthday's in December, and so this is why I started the charm bracelet, because I felt like it was a nice but affordable way to tell my family something that they could get me. And then ended up that I just love them. They're so fun. And I know as paper crafters, we love anything that's mini, right? So I think I'll post a few pictures of some of these. These are just really fun and detailed stamps charms. And so anyway, I'll post it as long as you promise to post a picture of your charm bracelet in the comments, okay? So I'll do that after this live, and we will see if we can look at all of the cool charm bracelets. And you can put a necklace too. Exactly, Leslie. Oh, nice. That makes me like your husband. Then it gets you some cool charms. Yes, I was like, I gotta slow down. My mom was asking me, I think, last year, and I was like, you know what? Can you skip it, like, just for a year? I needed to get myself sorted out. So, anyway, what? Oh, we're gonna have to do an angle. We'll just fit the angle so that it fits the paper at the largest spot. Super easy. Okay, and the other thing that I'm going to do on this is I'm going to use, and this isn't a Christina Werner trick, this is a Lisa trick. I'm going to use our adhesive sheet because then I don't have to worry about liquid glue or any of that business, okay? So our sheets come in 6 by 12, so it's perfect. So I'm gonna cut this into 5. I can cut this on the trimmer just like the regular paper. 5 by, oh, no. 6 3/4. I'll go back and trim. So I'm cutting this as big as the panel on the front of the card. So remember, it was 4 3/4. Come on, Lisa, get with it. And it's not a tragedy if it were cut 1/4 inch too large. Thanks, Kathy. That's sweet. Okay, so here's how we're going to adhere all of this and not make a big, huge mess. Or we might make just a little mess instead of a large mess. Okay, I'm gonna get that cardstock out of the way. So then the way these work is they are, no, I guess that was right. They are perforated, and so they come off in strips. And sometimes, there we go. So I'm just going to, now it doesn't need to be entirely covered with no spots at all, right? Because you're going to have adhesive on the majority. I can tell you right now, I need to turn this way. So even though this card is going to be a portrait style card, I'm gonna work with it landscape because I have a lot more control when I turn it and have the long side facing me. Okay. So that is good. We just have a tiny bit hanging over. No big. All right, and let's see. Adhesive sheets are a definite must-have. They are in the annual catalog. There is 1 page for adhesives, okay? 1 whole page of adhesives. That's so fun. So anyway, take a look at that, and they, like I said, they're called adhesive sheets. And they work like a charm, as do all of our adhesives. I'm a stickler. I am not going to bother making a card and spending all the time and then using some cheap contraband adhesives. You know why? Because a long time ago when I was young and stupid and kind of broke, I would save a few pennies and buy other adhesives, and they didn't work nearly as well. No. Noticeably worse. So I just stick with the good stuff from now on. Okay, all right. So I don't know if you can see, you can kind of see it, difference in finish on there. And so it's all sticky. All across the front, it's sticky. And there's even some gold leafing from the other night. So, okay. Now, you can use your grid paper if you want to try and, I guess, line it up. I am going to put it on the diagonal, though. So, as long as the diagonal isn't too crazy, then I think it'll be perfect. There we go. So I'm just going to start in the middle, and then every other, you know, is going to be a different color. Once I have one down, then that's where I can kind of anchor my hand, which is helpful. And then so you're kind of like laying sod, okay? I'm sure you've all laid sod before. Now I have, it's been a heck of a long time ago, but I am proud to say I have. So you kind of bring it in and then lay it down, okay? Once you have it right up next to the other one, I am telling you, this, I'm actually glad I'm not using my other camera, because you guys would have to go get your sunglasses, because I am like, I'm glad I'm only making one of these, because the shine off of this is gorgeous, but it kind of hurts my eyes. That's where you know you're using good products. They're so beautiful. But you see, nothing is shedding. There's not glitter. There's not going to be glitter all over everything. And they're not going to end up being, your card won't end up being bald when it shows up. We don't want a bald card with no glitter on it, right? So you don't have to worry about anything like that. Now, as you can see, as I get down to these little pieces, I'm making sure that one side is longer, because I'm going to cut those off if I need to use them for the other side, until I get down to this tiny sliver right there, which is going to look so cool. It is the prettiest sod. My goodness, can you imagine? That would be cool. Yeah, that's, I mean, again, it would be, probably we can't do that because of what I just tell you. It's killing my eyes. Airplanes wouldn't be able to go over it. They'd be like those little laser things that kids, you know, shine at the airplanes, because kids are stupid sometimes. They wouldn't be able to fly over our yards. Sounds fun, though. Sounds like something that they would do in Las Vegas for sure. This is going to be so pretty, especially up against the same colored cardstock. So when Christina did this, she was using a red and white. Red and white, also beautiful. But my mind immediately went to this paper, this blue, balmy blue paper that I had stashed away. So pretty. Okay, I'll go ahead and put this on. When I cut the extras, because I didn't use wet glue on them, right? I'll just be able to put them aside, and maybe I'll love this card so much I'll make another one. Probably, I can tell you right now. Okay, now it looks like a big mess, doesn't it? This is the fun part, is trimming it. It's so fun. Retired, oh yes. Sorry, whoever's asking, this Kathy Sanford. It's retired glitter paper, but it's balmy blue and then silver. You might have some. I know you were stamping back then, so you might have some. Right now, I am going to, now I'm just kind of burnishing it. I think it laid down just great on the adhesive sheet, but I want to make sure. And then I'm going to take these longer scissors, so you can do it with paper snips, but this is just a little bit easier, I think. And then I'm going to trim it from the back so that I can clearly see. Now, I tried to get Anne to do this when she was at my house last week, not with the glimmer paper, but the trimming part. And she was horrified. She's like, no, you do it. She said at this point she would use the paper trimmer. So if you want to use the paper trimmer when you're doing stuff like this, go right ahead. I find that the cardstock layer is enough to guide my scissors. Yes, okay, and so the other thing is immediately people want to know, well, if I don't have this balmy blue retired paper you're using, then I can't make this card. That's not true. That's not true at all. We have black glimmer paper, and if you've never used like black on a Christmas card, you're missing out because it's so classy and elegant. So we have the black glimmer paper, and also you don't have to do it with glimmer paper. You can do it with any of our designer series papers, right? And we have a gold vellum. I know, Carla, it was so funny. I just, you know, I was teaching her something and I was like, okay, now trim this off. And she was like, no, can't do it. I don't know when she thought her scissors were going to go, flying all over the place, apparently. But we played it safe. Now that doesn't shock you. Okay, oops, I didn't want to show you. It's so pretty. Did you see it? Did you see it already? There actually wasn't that much left over, so I have enough that I think I can spare it. Okay, this, oh my gosh. Look at it. I love it. Look at that. Do you even get a sense of how glimmery this is? It is so beautiful. It's so pretty. Imagine if you took some of the bedazzling paper and did this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, rose gold and the gold. I got that out and I was toying with that. But I really like the balmy blue. Oh my Lord, that's so beautiful. And I think the size is really nice to show off the strips. You know, if you make a regular A4 size, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, it's going to be fine. It's going to be really pretty, but I still want to have a little bit of stamping on this. Excuse me. And I don't want to cover up all of these strips. They're too fun. I think you've probably remembered, because I've told you this several times, my mom always says, I like bling. Like, I don't know that. And so maybe this will be like a card that I give to my mom, because and then, you know, I'll ask her, like, is this enough bling? All right. So we may use the strip inside. We may not. I'm not sure. But then I started thinking about, well, what's gonna be my focal point? And I really, let me get these circles out. Cassie, you get down. Cassie, get down. Go on. Off. They're getting more and more brazen as the months go on. I'm going to cut a circle in the middle and have an image. Well, it's not going to be in the middle. I'm going to die cut a circle and have something in the middle, right? I like this size. I think this is the largest size in the layering circles. However, I also have some retired circles. Am I crazy? You've never seen me pull this much retired product in your life. But I always think I don't have very much, and then I go, well, maybe I have a little more than I think I do. That circle's just a little bit larger. It's probably not going to make a huge difference, is it? Hello, Mary Ellen. I was just looking up your address a little while ago, and I was wondering if you were going to go to sunny California, or if you were going to stay home for the holidays. Which is it? Inquiring minds want to know. Now look at this. It's not, well, it's probably 1/4 inch. I'm going to use the retiring circle. I like it. But you can purchase these. So they are always a staple. Like I said, I just happen to have that one set. But the thing that I like about the current set is that it's got coordinating scalloped dies, and the other set, the old set, doesn't have that. So you'll be out of luck there. The other thing that Christina did today that I loved was she took her photopolymer sentiment and she curved it around the bottom of the circle. And we are going to do that too. Yes, we are. So I chose, you need to do it with a photopolymer stamp that's a little bit longer and not so thick. And so I think we're going to use this Merry Christmas. We're either going to use Merry Christmas or Happy Halloween. No, I'm just kidding. I was trying to use Happy Holidays, but I felt like it was too small. And then I remembered this great Merry Christmas from the Sparkle of the Season. This is a current stamp set. It might be sold out though. It is retiring, which is so sad because it's so versatile. But, you know, lots of the greats leave us, and then we have room for more new things. You're staying at home. Oh my goodness. I did not realize tickets went that high. Why would I, right? Maybe because I don't go anywhere. But yeah, that's kind of like a little crazy. I'm glad you went there while you did. Okay, I've got to stop admiring this. It's so pretty though. Again, you've got to make something like this just for yourself, just so you can see how pretty it is. And Christina said kind of the similar thing. And so look, I'm doing it, and now I can't believe how pretty it is. All right, I'm mesmerized, but I'm going to leave it alone. We're going to do a little bit of embossing. How about that? And let's see here. Let me do a time check. 7:45. It's fine. All right, guys, it's time for snacks. Who wants a snack? Oh, you do? Are you crazy? You don't like snacks? Here you go. Taylor, do you like snacks? You do? Are you sure? Whoa! Should have seen his face. I thought he was going to bite me. Not really. All right, we got them out for 5 minutes. There we go. Kathy Sanford found her glitter paper. She's on it. Kim McPeak, hello. This is some retired balmy blue glitter paper and silver glitter paper, both from Stampin' Up. Just a little retired. You have these, Kathy, you have these, who said they have these toaster tongs? These are what I like to use for embossing sometimes. They're very handy to hold onto your paper and the heat doesn't transfer through them, right? And then I have a set near the toaster. Yes. Okay, so a little embossing, right? We're going to move our card away so it doesn't get all messed up. Now, I pulled the shimmer white, but right now I don't know what I was thinking because I don't want that. We are going to use the silver, of course, silver embossing powder. It may come off a slightly different hue, but we're going to find out. And I think I have not done this yet, but I want to emboss this ornament. Ooh, actually, now that I see that, we need the smaller circles because I'm not going to do a bunch of it. I know, Kim, isn't it great? It's like great, I'm telling you. I think I'm going to do, so I'm trying to size up. Oh, and these, you have to look at your stamp set. This one says the images are at 90%. Okay, so lots of times they're at 100%. If they don't say that, they're at 100%. So when you are sizing up your dies and whatnot, you can do that. But these are a little smaller in the picture. So I need to take this out and I want to kind of see, yes, I think that's pretty. Whereas the other one was going to be, it would get lost in there. Of course, I don't know where that circle is now. So, oh, here we go. Okay, so there's the first. Here's the second one. Well, it all depends on the paper we use. Let's see here. I want to look at that Merry Christmas stamp because that's going to be in here too. We need room for that, right? So that's going to be like curved down here. That's going to be a little bit of a feat, but I really need the curved sentiment. It really is going to make it if we can get it to do that. Let's see here. I might, no. See, so we're gonna have to get it to want to curve. I don't know about that. I may have to use the Happy Holidays after all, which is fine. See, you just have to have, once you get everything out and see it, actually see it to scale, that's what really helps you decide. So, or changes your mind completely. I don't mind that. It's those Y's though. It's those Y's. If they were capitals, that would be good. One moment. Hello, Cheryl. Okay. Facebook just notified you. That is so rude. Well, you can go back and watch the rest of it later if you so choose. I just need to choose a long, thin sentiment. So if somebody has something in mind, let me know. There are some from Penguin Place, but those are kind of about Penguin Place. Like, to the coolest friend ever, stuff like that. Let's see. What about... We'll check those out. Peaceful Deer. Gotta love it. What about Perfectly Plaid? Nope, those look too large. Let me check one other place. Don't run off now, but please tell me if you have a suggestion. I want a long, thin photopolymer sentiment. Gotta be. Oh gosh. Okay. I think we're going to use one of the ones that's over there right now. Let me look in the Christmas to Remember. Oh. These might be too big. Oh, they're foam. That's not going to work. You cannot contort the foam stamps, the red rubber stamps. It doesn't work. Let's see. Days to Remember? Nope. I think we're going to have to try the ones that I have over there. Nothing is jumping out at me. Oh. Okay. I have another choice, but I think it's actually too small. I so choose. You're so funny. Well, good. I'm glad to have you here now. Yes, happy holiday. Oh, happy holiday at the top. That's good. Oh, hello. That takes care of the Y, doesn't it? Good job, Kim. Good job. That would totally take care of the Y. Still seems like I'm going to have some trouble with that, but we might try it. Yes. Why do you think I am here? Because I get ideas from all of you. Don't be silly. Okay. Oh, I was like, where did this go? Yes, it was on the back of a case, of course. Hey, don't come in here begging for seconds. I see you, Tango. Nice try. They think that because I'm old and feeble, I've forgotten that I already gave them something. So they'll try every trick in the book. Don't put it past them. Now, I like the Warmth, Joy, and Happiness. It's actually super cute when it is stamped. I don't know. Oh, it might be long enough so that it doesn't have to do such a tight angle. And I really like that idea of having it at the top. Let's see. We're gonna have to like, ooh, that's a contender. Warmth, Joy, Happiness. Yeah, put a glue dot on a block to hold it in place. Oh, that's a good idea. I was thinking of using the Stamparatus, but I like the glue dot. Okay. That's a good idea. Oh my gosh, Cheryl, and I even showed my face tonight. Right? Wow. Shockaroony. Okay, we have this one. I think it's too short. What's this guy? It's the best time of year. That's super sweet. I think I like the size of that one. Warmth, Joy, and Happiness, which is from Classic Cloche, which is so fun. We used it in the bingo, I think in October. And so if you purchase that to work on our projects, I hope you've been using it a lot. It has shaker domes and all sorts of fun stuff. Yeah, I think I like Warmth, Joy, and Happiness. We're going for that. And I love the idea about the glue dot. You say glue drop, but I think you mean glue dot. Tell me if you mean actual liquid glue, which I don't think will work. So I don't think that's what you're talking about. Okay, I am going to cut a piece of balmy blue or white. I'll cut both so we can size it up, okay? But it's going to be embossed, and I'm afraid the white's gonna look too stark. Cheryl, you're asking me if the ornaments are from one of the Last Chance. Roz is my technical advisor. Can you tell me, is this on the Last Chance list? I believe it is. Please confirm if you're still there. Roz doesn't work for me, mind you. She gets paid $0, but she's always really helpful. So anyway, it's in the frosted gingerbread, and oh, it's so fun. I love this. The die cuts are out of sight. I actually did a Stampa stack with this, so I made lots of cards with it, and it's super fun. And I used it for a swap, and yeah, so I made a lot of different designs with it, and it was just really fun. All right, let's get out. We need our regular. Now, this looks like I'm gonna lose this stuff right away, right? So I'm gonna put it on the front of this because it'll stick there. All right, now that we've kind of figured out our circle, I'm going to get, I need the regular sized Wonder Woman Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Now, if someone you know and love, or someone who knows and loves you is looking for the perfect gift for you, why not get the die cutter, this Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine? We have this size, which is standard and will fit any of our supplies. And then we also have a mini. If you haven't seen the mini, I mean, you're gonna die. It's so cute. A Stampa stack, Kim, for me, is a class where I design it so that, and then you get supplies to make 10 different cards, 3 each of 3 different designs, and I always throw in like a fun fold, or this time it was a shaker card. So that's what that is. Stamp a stack of cards. Yes. Okay, so this is a beautiful machine. It is $120, and it is $60 for the mini. And if you are wanting that, you might want to hint to someone that, you know, they might want to get it for you. Or they might want to talk to me and get you a beautiful gift certificate with a handmade card, and then you can redeem it for anything you like. Okay? So please keep that in mind, because I can work wonders with a very short time frame, because I'm not Amazon, right? I am small and feeble. I mean, I'm small and nimble. No, yes. I'm the David in the story, is my point. So if you are looking for last minute gifts, and you know of someone who's just kind of interested, we have kits. We have everything paper crafting. So please give my little business a chance to earn your business and give you some great customer service, okay? Take a little bit of the worry and the stress out of the holiday. You just have to contact me on the email. I was going to say on the phone, and then I tripped up and said on the email like I'm 90 years old. You can contact me by email or phone, or you can just call me right here, or you can message me right here. Oh my goodness, I'm going to stop right now. I do sound 90. Call me on the telephone. Does anybody even use the phone for that anymore? Like, does this thing actually work? Now I am putting a paper piercing mat underneath my grid paper because I'm using a photopolymer stamp, and so they need some cushioning because these stamps don't have cushioning like red rubber stamps, right? So they need some of their own cushioning to really get a good impression. I do think we are going to go with Kim's idea of putting the sentiment at the top. I love that idea. And so I have already come across the cardstock with anti-static powder. Also something we don't sell right now, but easily found on Amazon for not much money. And you'll have one for years and years, which I think is probably why we're not currently selling them. Like, we will sell them again. But nobody was buying them because they last such a long time. So I'm going to bring this down from the center because, again, I want to kind of even out the placement by putting that sentiment up on the top. So you can't see this now. I've stamped it with Versamark, okay? Maybe you can see it, but I have stamped it with Versamark, but you will be able to see it in just 1 minute because I'm going to cover it with this beautiful silver embossing powder. Embossing, heat embossing. Well, I like dry embossing too, but heat embossing is one of those magical things you never get sick of looking at. Like I said, I've been paper crafting and embossing for 30 years, and I'm still doing it. There must be something to it because I'm still doing it. I don't like to do boring things. So now, even though I had that embossing powder on there, I can see there are a few little stray pieces of powder. So I'm just taking a little brush. This actually came in a kit a long time ago. And just brushing those away, okay? Leave it there, don't touch it. Kind of off-centered. Oh, I'm kind of off-centered. This might be our dry run. I'm probably gonna make another one, but that's okay. I know, yes, oh yes. I started when I was a baby. Well, I was a baby in those terms, but that's another story. Okay, now I'm gonna heat the heat gun up. That's what it's called, the heat gun. It's in the back of your annual catalog or towards the back. Make sure you don't blow that embossing powder all over the place. Don't touch your project right now because you'll mess up the powder. Get this going. I use level 2 and I hold it on my wrist until it's uncomfortable, 10 or 20 seconds. After that, I think it's ready to use. Okay, so since I'm gonna hold this on there for a while, I'm gonna take my toaster tongs, and that lets me comfortably hold this without burning my fingers off. And I'm just kind of going in small circles, but keeping it moving. If you prefer, you can heat from the back. Everybody has their own little embossing tricks. And then all of a sudden, it just starts melting. And so then you keep moving the heat gun around, right? Once it's kind of shiny, leave it alone. It's cooked. It's so pretty. It's uneven. It's off center. So I'm going to cut another one, but at least we know. Look how beautiful that image is. All of that detail of the icing. So these are supposed to be cookies, right? Because this set is called the Frosted Gingerbread. Look at that. Oh, wow. I love it. Okay, let's see if I can get it lined up correctly. You have more freedom when you're using a circle to stamp in, right? Because there's no like up and down, but there is a side to side. So I will have to fix that part. Oh, that sounds cute. With the sentiment on the top, you can add a string. Yes. And you know, in the Beautiful Baubles, set, there is it looks like a string with a bow on it. So we may have to look into that because that sounds really pretty. Look at all these great ideas. I'm gonna hang with you guys more often. Okay, so last weekend when I was working on my cards, I posted the picture of my lighting solution, and I'm telling you, it worked so well. It kind of hurt my forehead because I was wearing it for a long time, but I used a headlamp. Yes, I used a headlamp, like that I use for walking my dogs in the winter, and oh, perfect, Kim. So yeah, this is my test piece. But anyway, yes, when I was out in the living room, because I like to hang out with the dogs, And again, I was working on those cards for hours. And so the lighting isn't as good as in here, of course. And so I got creative because I didn't want to have one of my little battery operated lights out there. I knew they weren't going to last that long, and I knew they'd be falling over. And so I just used my headlamp. It worked perfectly because, of course, it goes right where you're looking, right? So it was great. Okay, now I'm going to be smart and use my grid paper to take a look at this and center it. I think I can eyeball it and center it. And then where this line is, this bold line, hopefully you can see that. I'm going to use that to kind of guide where I put the point of this ornament, okay? So you can even count the squares on either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. Oh, I just moved it. Dumb head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. Okay. Good Lord. You would think I'm like working for NASA or something. But it is important because it's someone's Christmas card. The headlamp, I know. Yes, I look like a major dork. But you know what? I am a major dork. So, no big. Okay. I hope that when I put the sentiment on there, it evens it out. Because, of course, I put it down really low because I was worried. All right. It's handmade. Quit stressing. Okay, let's take a look again. A little bit of glitter. A little embossing powder. Sorry. No big deal. And we use this embossing buddy, which is basically cornstarch, I believe. We use that because it removes most of the static and the oils that are, you know, just on our hands and things that might touch it from other products. So we remove that so we can get a nice clean embossing layer of the embossing powder, because the embossing powder is really staticky. It's like little pieces of, I don't know, color and wax. I know that for sure. Anyway, it's kind of particular. It likes a nice, clean surface. Nobody's fingerprints. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? All right. So y'all knew the routine. Turn it on to 2. It's already heated up, I believe. Yes. So I will try and do this way so you can watch it, because it's super fun. Oh, there we go. It's starting already. Beautiful. Oh, so pretty. And make sure you don't have any powder that looks dull when you finish. Like, you can't just use the heat gun on it for 5 minutes because you'll burn up your paper. And you can't use it for 2 seconds because if you have anything showing that's dull, like when you first lay the powder down, so if it looks like this, it means it's not cooked enough, okay? So make sure you get that right where you want it. I swear to goodness, I put it in the exact same place. Whatever. Clark was laughing at my headlamp. I know, because Clark probably wants one. Clark was just jealous. Oh, Clark. I love Clark. He's my spuddy buddy, right? No, I'm his spuddy buddy, I guess. He's my pal in Florida. So, that's good. All right, I'm just kind of messing around now. You don't have to do this. Okay. Kim, come back to me. Are you here? Kim, where do you live? I don't, if we have talked before, I apologize. But I'm not sure where you are watching from. And so I was just curious. Okay, so this. Now, I could use a circle and get it really. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to use a circle die. This is where I was thinking. This is where I didn't make this part up. Christina was doing this. Yeah, he's 4. He's 4, so he Googles at everything. Yeah, it's all right. Okay, so let's see if I recall what my recall is. I'm not sure it's going to be perfect, but we just have to try. Okay. That's how we learn all sorts of cool stuff. So this is our Stamparatus, right? Our precision placing tool. And we're kind of using it for a made-up thing we're doing now. We're not really using it to stamp, but we are going to use it to place this, hopefully place this straight stamp in an arc. Now I am left-handed, so that's usually how I use it, but I'm going to turn it around on purpose because I want to hold this down in the corner. That's where I want it to be. And then I will get one of these. Oh, my magnets are fighting. I'm going to put it over there. Just don't want it moving around too much. Oh gosh. Now let's see. I think we're going to have to move that after all. Let me get a smaller one. Slightly smaller. Since I was using my retireds, I'm going to use this retired and see. Yeah, okay. I think this might work. You're the class clown? No, I don't take you serious. Cheryl. No, you're totally fine. Your little comment. It was cute. I think it's funny. So did Roz. Yes. I know, Cindy. Kids would love that in their stocking or whatever. The only bad thing is, well, they might have some that are solar, you know, that are like solar powered. But you know, it's the battery situation, of course, like all little kid things. Oh, you're in Orlando. Okay, another Floridian friend. I love it. Okay. So it is slightly off, but I need to hold this down so I can place this stamp. This is very odd. Like I said, we're going to play with this a minute and figure out if this is the best way to do it. I need to wipe this off because I feel like I have embossing powder on my fingertips, which I probably do. And I want to be able to try and get a really good stick. Oh gosh. Okay. Warmth, joy, and happiness. Can you guys see this? I hope. This is our, you know, we're just trying something, so we just have to see if it'll work. And I'm kind of thinking that it needs to be over this way because happiness is probably longer than the warmth and the joy. Oh man, how do I like move my hand now? How do I get it to move? I'm not quite sure how to do that. I think I'm going to try Mary Ellen's trick, or let's try arranging it on this first and seeing if we can get an arc. If we can't, then I'm going to use the glue dot. I think that's a great idea. So you can just normally curve them, right? Which is the fun of photopolymer stamps. I think we may end up just doing this. It's just a little more difficult. Okay. It's not going to be like as precision placed, but it might still work if we just take a minute with it, right? Okay, and then I can use that circle as a guide to see if I was even close. I am going to use the glue dot. Mary Ellen was right. Let's do that. Let's get just a couple on here because I feel like I'm going to have to move it. Okay, now I have to put one in the middle too. A few meant 3 apparently. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the Y is about the center. Oh my gosh, I don't believe. I just counted the characters. I counted the characters in a stamp. What in the world? Okay, this side needs to be a little bit more curved. I'm sure I could use some old geometry tools if I still had them, but I think we're just gonna eyeball this one, okay? Oh my gosh, your waterbed, Brene. Oh man, I did not know you had a waterbed. That's hilarious. Okay, I think that's it, peeps. So let's definitely try it on this one that's a little more to the left. I don't know. I hope that this doesn't openly look too far gone. Let's see. I'm gonna want something behind it. I might get in trouble using that one because, let's see here. We may work this into an opportunity yet. I don't miss. Oh my gosh. I had a waterbed when I was, well, like in the 4th and 5th grade. And I'm not like making fun of you. That's when I had a waterbed. And then I guess I didn't have it again. Probably leaked. And my family was like, oh, okay. Maybe that's not the best idea. It is so fun. Brene, look at this. Oh, look at the base of the card. I need to take a minute with it though, because I feel like I'm going to want a tiny layer to fit back behind it. Now I'm having trouble. No, that's too small. That's too large. That's just right. Okay, let me see this guy. This was the smaller one in the old set. I have got to, I can't remember where everything was. Oh, yes. Okay, can you see what I'm looking at there? So this would be the circle and this would be the scallop. Okay, if I keep that straight, I'm gonna be like, declare myself an Einstein, that's for sure. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna recut this. It's a little opportunity for me to center it, which is really how I should have done it in the first place, was emboss this on a big piece of cardstock and then die cut it. But it's okay, because we have all these little tricks. So I'm gonna do that, and then I feel like it needs some definition between all this glitter, or it's gonna get lost. So we may take just some white and do a scallop. Okay, but let's try that. Oh goodness, Brene, that's a great idea. I did not know that, but it makes total sense. For arthritis. You're so smart. Well, hey, if you can get some relief from that, I say do it. But I'm sorry you had to manhandle your bed. It does sound like a workout. But you know what? I have this really big, it's called a Euro tufted mattress. Who else has that? Oh, hey. If I scroll back, it was suggested to die cut and then stamp. Whoever said that was brilliant. I just didn't happen to see it. I don't know why I was so hung up on die cutting first. Oh my. Okay, so anyway, I have a Euro tufted mattress. Does anybody else have that? They're like super plushy. And I'm in love with it. I love it. But the bottom of, then I have an adjustable frame. So they actually have some Velcro, a lot of Velcro on the bottom of the frame so that you don't literally slide out of your bed as you adjust it. And I'm telling you what, that Velcro is stronger than like 100 men. For goodness sake, it's crazy strong. And so of course, me being just me, not wanting to wait for anybody to help me, I decided one night I was going to try and pick the mattress up and move it from top to bottom, you know. Not move it, not like pick it up completely and turn it around, just move it from top to bottom, because that's the kind of mattress it is. I strained my forearms because I was trying to peel it up off of this probably 2 feet of Velcro, not little Velcro either. And so I strained my forearms, and they hurt me for like 6 weeks. What a nut. Oh, man. And ask me if I got it done completely right. No, I didn't. The bed won, I would say. But that's all right. And I keep thinking, like, when you have a friend over, ask them to help you. So much for that. Now, I need to pull this to me for just a minute to take a look at it. Oh, my gosh. I think it's going to be beautiful. I want this to kick out a tiny bit. Okay. You guys, this is so fun. So fun. Okay, I'm going to try it on the other one, though, because I don't know how this sentiment is going to emboss. And I do want to try and emboss it in silver if I can. So, let's do it to it. Oh, you don't have to stop, really. I can take a lot of abuse. Fun abuse. I know when people are teasing me for good and when people are teasing me for evil. And I act accordingly. Yes, I can pick up what you're putting down, Cheryl. You're good. Okay. Let's try this. Now remember, we aren't really going to center it because this circle's too big, but I'm going to give it a try. And the Y, between the Y and the H, is the middle. So let's try that, and then let's bring our, I don't know why I cleaned that out. I do that even when I'm not recording. It just happens. You go, okay, I've used it one time, now I need to put it away completely. Oh, and then I need it 5 minutes later. Okay, make sure you get all of it. I missed the beginning and the end part. Ooh, it looks pretty so far, right? Looks kind of like a good arch. I'm sure it's not perfect, but it's good enough for me. Here we go again. Get the gun out. Only the heat gun. It's safe. Now, I don't want to, you'll end up going over a little bit of your ornament, but that's not where I'm going to focus the gun. The heat gun. That always sounds weird to me. The heat tool. I'm just focusing it on the part that we want to emboss for the first time. Oh, what? I want to hug it. Look at that. It's great. Warmth, joy, and happiness. Who would have thought? Okay, let's fire it up. Let me look at it one last time. If we want it perfect, exactly. But then, that's not perfect, is it? It's heartless. Those are heartless Hallmark cards. We don't need that. No, you know, I got the Sanderson sisters from Hallmark, so I'm not trying to hate on Hallmark or anything. And if you noticed when I started this video, the Sanderson sisters are still sitting behind me because I have not had the energy to get out any snowmen. So I may have to just decorate the Sanderson sisters for Christmas and call it good. Oh, such pressure. Such pressure. Let's see how it turned out. I hope it's okay. You do too, because you don't want to sit and watch me make a third. Be like, all right, I'll see the numbers drop. It'd be like 5, 1, 0. There was a lot. Oh, darn it. There's a lot of something happened there. What is it? I don't know if I can get that off. Ah. That has to be done. I know that. There's like a whole big smudge of powder. What in the world? I'm going to try something. I know you're going to hate that, but it was a bad embossing job. It wasn't going to work. I can't believe nobody gave me the oh my gosh face, but it's not going to work. So I was only teasing, Stampin' Up! Gods. I was only teasing when I said I wanted to make a third. Promise. Okay. Corinne doesn't have any Christmas decorations up yet either. Okay. What's the rush then? That's what I'm going to use as my guide. Now listen, I'm going to try and get these placed, but I'm hoping that using the embossing powder will hide it somewhat too. That's pretty good, I gotta say. Oh, cool. Grandson's birthday cake was a hit. How old was he again? Just a little guy, right? Oh, you guys. You guys. It's not working. Oh, no. You're going to hate me. I have to make another one really quick. But don't worry. It's going to be quick. Because we know everything, what to do everything right now, right? Oh, my gosh. I have actually embossed before. Remember when I told you I have embossed for 30 years? Not non-stop, but I have embossed for 30 years. Okay, but we know, don't cut the circle out. That's silly. And, dare I put this on there? Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to try it all at once. He's just one. He was just a little guy. Very nice. Now I know about how close this has to be because I've already cut that out. So let's see if I can get that better. The first one embossed so nicely. It gave me a false sense of security. See, now that looks better. Okay. He was just one. Super cute. I need to watch a Clusterfunk Christmas. Oh gosh, they do a parody of Hallmark movies. That sounds kind of fun. I think I saw it coming on the other night and then I wasn't watching TV anymore, but I knew it would be on again because they've been advertising it so much that I knew it had to come on again. I'm trying to get some more powder on that W. Okay, that's good. Now again, a few little, this doesn't matter so much. It's not going to be in our die cutting area. All right, I'm going to leave it alone. Looks really good. Just this one little spot on the ornament. Oh my. The stamping gods are having fun with me tonight, aren't they? They're teasing me tonight so bad. Well, I'm not giving up, so 3 hours later. I'm just building the anticipation of this card, right? Sometimes it just goes like this. That's okay. Ah, beautiful. This is such a nice set, and I've just been mostly doing it with traditional Christmas colors, and it's coordinating DSP. And it's so fun to step away from that and do something totally different with it. Okay. Now let's try, see if I can cut a circle. Just give it a try. Okay. I have to try and remember which circles I was using, which I do actually. This one. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Cheryl, if you were here instead of cozy in your own house, you could be directing me a lot better. You know that? Oh, yes, Corinne. You definitely need that embossing, the heating tool or whatever it's called. I will show you in the catalog when we move the embossing folder. Because I keep calling it a bunch of different things. I feel like my brain is a little maxed out. Remember I told you I was busy at my day job, which I am usually busy at my day job, but this is go time at the day job. This is what I always call tax season, which I'm not an income tax accountant, so. My friends tease me about that because they say I say it's tax season when I don't want to do something, you know. And maybe I do. Maybe, but I can't say for sure. Okay, I like it. Happiness could have been arced just a tiny bit more, but don't look too close. You need to type in all caps like Kathy Strang does, Cheryl. Then I will see you. Man, Kathy gets my attention. She's like all caps with an exclamation point, and for some reason, my head jerks up and I see that. Oh man. I go, yes ma'am. I'm on it. Whatever you need. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and cut the scalloped piece that I think we're going to put behind it. Tempted to use silver, but I think that's really going to be gilding the lily. Yes, exactly, Cheryl. Exactly. Now you got it. My head jerks up. Listen. Okay. Now, is anyone traveling at Christmas? Well, we already know Mary Ellen is not. I will not disclose her location, but she's not traveling because it's really expensive. But is anybody else traveling for your holiday, or will you be staying at home, or is anyone going on vacation? You know, you doing any of that fun stuff? Stop it. This is so cute. Ah, it's beautiful. It's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Well, okay, Cheryl, like it takes the internet a few seconds to react. So like you type it in, but I don't see it immediately. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see this on here, but let's take a look. Yep, Kathy. Kathy's still here. I thought maybe you went to bed, Kathy, because I know you're ahead of me. But nope, she's there. Nope, doesn't even need that. That's not going to do a thing. You can't even see it. This is like really showy ribbon. Can't even see it on this card. It's hilarious. I love it. It's so pretty. Now, you know what? We do have some embellishments that I might use. Are you all thinking what I'm thinking? Yes, you are. Not these, but these are beautiful. They're our new iridescent. They went on a lot of my Christmas cards, actually. But I am thinking about these. They're balmy blue gems. Let's check it out and see. Again, you might not even be able to like notice them. And I don't want to take away from all that's really pretty. It is so cool. I love it. I'm going to do a little bit of stamping on the inside too. But there's no real place. I really don't think it's going to need that. No. I think it's very, very fetching the way it is. I am going to adhere these directly. And then I will, if they stick, I will pop up the scalloped circle up on dimensionals. But this one I'm going to stick directly to the other one. Okay. Cute. think the white is just enough. And I'm going to use a white liner, which I normally steer clear of that, right? How about the basic rhinestones? I think that's probably a safe choice, right? Because these are kind of throwing off pink. I don't know if you can see that, but they're not, I mean, they're iridescent, so they pick up a lot of different colors. But let me take a look at the basic rhinestones. Let me find them, which, you know, I have quite a catalog. A silver twine bow at the top of the ornament. Ho ho! Fancy and really cool. We're trying that without a doubt. Kim, you're blowing my mind tonight, I tell ya. You need to come out here and be my guest stamper. How about that? You don't even need to come out here, actually. But, yeah, it would be super fun if you did. You know, it's only 1, 2, 7, 10 states away. No big. Here we go. Okay. Let's get that elegant trim out, which is the silver and gold trim. Probably retiring, maybe gone already, not sure. Teamwork, teamwork. We are the dream team right here. Me and 20 viewers, we are the dream team. Okay. Dimensionals. Nurse, dimensionals. Thank you, nurse. Which is actually just myself. Okay. Now, I normally put this many dimensionals on, I'm not going to lie. But I really want to make sure that this sticks. I don't know if it's going to stick to this glimmer paper. I think it does. But I can't have this thing falling off. I swear, if I give this to my mother, I'm going to make her look at it for like 5 minutes. She has a tendency. She doesn't like, she loves my cards, don't get me wrong. But she does not know what goes into this, right? She is, I've talked with you about her before. She and her husband own and run a restaurant. She works way harder. She works like routinely 16-hour days. That is insane. Okay. And like, I'm talking about for me. And I'm 20 years younger than her. So, I cannot outwork that lady. And I don't even bother trying. So anyway, she's a go-getter. And she has stamped with me probably all of 3 times in her whole life. She never watches my lives, and I don't expect her to, because right now she's probably baking. She's probably busy, right? If she sits down, she falls asleep. That's what she's doing if she sits down. That's it. So anyway, sometimes, this is my long lead in to tell you that sometimes she doesn't stop and admire my cards as long as I might like her to. Like, she will say, that's cute or whatever, and then I have to redirect her attention. Twist my tail. Twist this one. I can't seem to, oh, there. You guys, I swear. Where have you been all my stamping life? That one is like, it wouldn't tie. And then I think it might still be too big, but. Oh, we have the same kind of mom. That's cool. I love her the way she is, but I do require, like I said, a little bit of attention sometimes. I need it. I'm just going to say it. And, okay. That one, I'm going to hold it down with a glue dot. That's it. You've had it now. I'm getting the glue dot after you. Because I need it to be kind of tiny. And this twine wants to loosen up on me. Well, we're not having it, I'll tell you. I embossed the same image 3 times. So whatever you got for me, I can take it. Okay. And putting a glue dot on this will also kind of help it to stay together That's just crazy. These are on the wrong side. And I was watching Erica Serwin the other day, and she said why they're on the other side. It makes me even madder. She said that, well, this is a glue dot company. I don't know what the actual name is, but it's not Stampin' Up. Stampin' Up purchases them from the manufacturer. And they wanted to make this new glue dot holder thing, apparently. And so in order to get that to work, they had to place the glue dots on the opposite side of the paper, which is driving us all bananas. And so Erica said she even got the holder, and it is awful. It's spindly and falls over and stuff. Great. Who thought of that? Make them manager. I mean, make them employee of the month. Brother. So, okay. Looky there. That's right, Norma. At least April. If I see this sitting in this direct sunlight, I'm going to jerk it. I'm going to jerk it out of that window and bring it home. Be like, oh, stop it. You do not treat my card that way. Oh, look at it, you guys. It's like on this grimy craft paper. The craft paper's not grimy. It just looks like not as nice. I can tell you that. I'm so glad that I fought with that sentiment just a tiny bit because it's gorgeous. It's so cute. Okay, now, so hold on. Don't go running around. We got to finish this. Oh my gosh, it's 8:40. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, brother. Okay, then. Thank you so much, you guys, for sticking with me. I mean, that's kind of getting up there. We did make one card, keep in mind. I usually let you go by now, but you know, that's life. So I'm going to put 5. You kind of need like the large ones. It's really just a textural thing. Oh my gosh. And then I have a piece of card cut, right, for the inside, thank goodness. Or I can cut one really quickly. I'm just doing one little bit of stamping on it. I probably used it to die cut. So we need it to be 4, now at the end of all this, right? 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you what, when Christina was making this card, the video, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I noticed that the video was about 1 hour and 25 minutes. And I thought, I can't believe she worked that long. And she took a few, like, she totally redid the front after she had something else done on it. But now I see. But you know what? I don't regret it. That was time well spent. I just learned a couple of really cool things. I got to visit with all my friends. And the final thing I'm definitely doing on the Stamparatus is I'm not going to mess it up. I almost said something else. I'm not going to mess it up. That's appropriate paper crafting language. Okay, I'm going to move this over into the middle, away from the binding over here, the hinge. And then I'm going to bring that super cool, uh-oh, it's not long enough. I don't think it's long enough. I'm not going to do it. I think it'll look hokey. Yeah, that's okay. We're not doing that. Oh, well, we can do it on the top. How about that? Or well, I don't know. I don't remember her. Like, she had just stamped trees, and she also had it facing this way. And her colors, remember, were red and clear. And then she'd done some green stamping. And then she called Kathy Zilski to ask her to ask for advice, and it was quite something. Yes, it was quite a call, or quite a video. But she got it done, and I tell you what, now we're making a version of it, so there you go. All right, one final, last, beautiful step is we are going to take the balmy blue. I mean, there's not much else you can do like this for, oh, I see you, Kathy. I love it. We're going to do this one beautiful step to the inside of our card. And we're going to use this icing stamp. It's so pretty. Oh, now it needs to dry for just a second. That's a lot of ink. And let me just put a couple of these away. I mean, a couple of the 20 items I have out. Now, everybody, now you know your homework. I want you to go raid your stash of glimmer paper and make half-inch strips of it. Oh, thanks for the love. I'm feeling the love tonight. You guys have hung in there with me. We are making this beautiful card. I mean, get out. It's pretty. I'm probably going to do a professional photo shoot on this card. It's going to get some loving before it goes up on my website, thestampingsoo.com. You can also probably find it on Pinterest this weekend, should you want a happy little reminder. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. Let's see if I can get this in here somewhat straight. Is that gorge? Look at that. Just that one stamp is so gorgeous. And just when you think it can't get any prettier, whoa, look at that. We have outdone ourselves. And I do mean we. Thank you so much for the help tonight. It was so awesome. I'm going to point you back up now. Woo! That was a lot of work. This girl's tired. Not really. It was a joy. I'm so happy to be with you guys here tonight. Even if I am upside down, I won't be upside down the whole time, I promise. There we go. That was super fun. I always have a good time with you guys, but that was a fun one, don't you think? Okay, I need to get this reminder off of my screen. Super fun. Oh, ladies, thank you so much for the tips and the help. I hope this thing doesn't fall over. It's thinking about falling over. That'd be a perfect end, wouldn't it? Oh, look, I think I'm sweating. Here is our beautiful card. Please don't forget all the little tips that we used to make this gorgeous card. I know the sentiment is backwards, but don't forget, you can curve your sentiments. The photopolymer ones, don't curve the red rubber. I don't think that'll work out very well. And just choose one really gorgeous image, put it in the middle. I think what works on this design so much is that you have the really strong linear design of the stripes, but then you put a circle in the middle. And I think that's where Christina, I don't want to say went wrong. The first card was great, but I think that's where she improved it greatly, is that, like I said, she's mixing the images. So if you have like this really strong linear design already with the stripes, and you don't want to take away from that, add a circle, or vice versa. Okay, if you stamp with a bunch of circles, then have a straight image. Anyway, thank you so much, you guys. It was so fun to stamp with you tonight, just like every Thursday night, or almost every Thursday night. So again, please get the word out about the Stamping Zoo. I love having you for customers, friends, and my stamping community. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, a great night. You might see me this weekend. You don't know. Or I don't know. But please like this page, and then you will know if I'm on. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Go make something pretty.